Dallas Fort Witch, as it's sometimes called.
Oh, I like that. Dallas Fort Witch.
The true name of DFW.
Yeah, I can see that. Dallas Fort Witch. We have a lot of Bayos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we just have a lot of DLC.
Yeah, we do. I don't pay like enough attention to a lot of the regions stuff. That's like a problem that I don't know if that is like a problem. Instance of things that happens in other places as well. But the DLC characters are really good.
Yeah, they're good. They're good for lots of reasons.
Yes, sir.
Nintendo wanted that to sell. But
yeah, I mean, and they did a good job. They wanted them to be good, and they succeeded on that. So kudos to them for that. And while that may make some of our community members a little salty, I don't know.
I heard actually Street Fighter put out like a DLC character that's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
The ice Russian
Poland.
lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that like you could just like crouch low and like block just about everything. She's got like one overhead and it's like really predictable. And I was like, man, kind of glad Nintendo made like at least viable.
Right. Yeah. And like the well, it is kind of sucks to be like, oh, we have to buy these characters now because they're so good. Everyone's gonna want to use them. It's also bad to have like the reverse whenever characters are so awful. Is like, why would we ever play these characters? Don't worry about it. Ignore them.
Why'd they give Roy? Never mind.
Hey man, don't pick on us Roy players.
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like Roy's the weakest out of the DLC.
Probably, yeah. I think it's like in contention between him and Lucas, and I feel like Lucas is kind of pulled ahead at this point in time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, anyways, into this match. Sorry we went on a tangent, but I kind of felt like we would because these are two very, very, very patient players.
Yes, and the Bayonetta can be played in the patient way. Oh, excellent timing on the roll, but still got caught in that witch time. Yeah, and of course, Toon Link is going to be a very defensive-oriented player, so AeroLink is going to activate his safe mode.
Yeah, at this point... Okay, so this is... Tell me what you think about this, because I've talked to a lot of players about this, and I see it especially in AeroLink's play. So you play normal, and you take the stock.
Yeah.
Right? You got the stock lead. And then you play really, really defensive.
Yes.
To hold the lead.
Absolutely. I feel like that is... Hello. That's not defensive at all.
He just got sent to the free-to-play zone.
Right, yeah. That's, no quarters required.
Yeah, no quarters. That's exactly right. Oh, my goodness.
Jesus.
Okay.
Yeah, usually the best strat that you'll see a lot is if you take the first stock, you play super safe and hold on to the stock as long as possible. Because I think that works partially because your opponents won't have rage whenever you're doing that stock, so they can't just kill you with random things as easily. And then if you hold on to the stock, then you have lots of rage and have the potential to cheese out their last stock.
Okay, so that is absolutely a valid way of thinking, and a lot of players do that, and I see it a lot.
And it's also another thing, going back to the playing to win articles. Critical points are something that you generally want to avoid whenever you're in the lead, and you want to create whenever you're not in the lead. So because critical points being those high risk moments whenever things can sway either way because of getting forward smashes or spikes off stage or stuff like that. Yeah, you generally want to avoid that whenever you're in the lead, because if you just trade evenly, you win.
Right.
But yeah, Smash 4 can be kind of a crazy game sometimes, so you don't. Those tenets might not apply as rigorously as some other games. It's still kind of a thing.
Okay. All right. So here's the other side to that that I've talked to a few people about. So I've seen this where you get the lead, and then you change the way you're playing. You play more defensive, and then your opponent starts making a very apparent comeback.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's because you stopped doing what was working.
Okay, yeah.
And I feel like you have to read your opponent and, how they're going to adapt. Because I don't feel like getting the lead and then running away is always the right option. Sometimes when you have momentum and you have a game plan and it's working, you should press your advantage.
Definitely.
Sometimes you give your opponent more time to adapt and more time to think by doing that.
Yeah, man, AeroLink kind of gave us a perfect example of that sort of mindset in this last game, where he was playing safe for a little while, but then found the opportunity to go for a dare at almost 0% and won the game because of it.
I really like that because AeroLink is super, I guess a good example of someone who will get the lead and then play super campy and then like lose the lead because he's not doing what was winning. And I've talked to him about it. So it's a kind of an interesting, I don't know, there's not a perfect, oh my God. Yeah, there's never 100% concrete right answer, but it's good to know your options.
Definitely. And pointing out like whenever you are faltering in those sort of situations is always really important. Lucy getting a little bit crazy with these smashes.
Yeah. Oh. So something that I really want to start seeing from people as the anti-Bayo metagame progresses is there are a lot of which are bat within frame. Oh my gosh.
Jeez. Oh, okay.
There we go. There are a lot of bat within frame traps.
Yes.
Because a lot of people don't realize that when she bat withins, like when she does a roll or an air dodge, there's lag. There's for sure lag on that. And I've seen some crazy punishes. Ooh, untakeable spin. That was almost bad. Nice. So there's definitely lag on that, and a lot of people just don't take advantage of it. We kind of saw an example of like Lucy got the bat within, and he definitely could have like maybe gone for like a grab or whatever he.
Yeah, he got like a jab punish on a reaction, but he definitely wasn't ready to try and take it further than that. And I feel like it is a little bit difficult because you do have to be in like specific situations where it does have lag. Sometimes it does not.
Also, they have influence. Like if they're air dodging, like they still have like. It's hard to tell where they're gonna land. I mean, you have to follow it with your eyes. But I don't know. Bat within is a very strange mechanic.
It is a very, very strange mechanic. It does have downsides, though. Yeah.
I was very surprised that Nintendo added so many new aspects to a character.
Yeah, all the DLC characters, on top of being really good characters, are also really unique. They all have their own systems. They're all little like special things to them.
Right. Bat within, which time,
limit, the reuse, everything.
Focus,
focus, and like his cancels between normals and specials.
Yeah, and the his like not only the cancels, but like you can do a strong or a light down tilt and stuff like that.
And like keep pressing it consistently.